actually gone on any dates, but I have done extensive research about the best spots to date in the city.
Better safe than sorry.
No, I haven't had time.
Oh, totally. I just have a lot to do today, and this plan is done.
On the weekends, I'm taking it easy with a quick 50-meter swim at the community pool.
Unlimited sushi!
I'm either doing it correctly or I'm failing. I've always wanted to go hiking in North Face hiking boots. I messed up my running streak, so I'm not doing it anymore.
When a new year rolls around, everyone starts thinking about goals, and we all have them, whether they're big, like adopting a shelter dog, or small, like befriending your neighbor's insane golden doodle. To help you achieve your goals this year, I partnered with today's video sponsor, Truity, to discover the very best ways for your Enneagram type to accomplish your goals. I always link to the Truity Enneagram test in my video descriptions because it's a simple and accurate test with resources that illuminate your life in every area. Whether that be at work, at home, or when you're befriending all the neighborhood canines. They also have tests and resources about Big Five, 16 personalities, DISC, and so much more. Truity is not only a great resource for you personally, but it's a huge asset if you are a part of a team or a company. Knowing your employees' personalities and acknowledging cognitive variety is vital to a healthy workplace. I really believe that. So lucky you, Truity has given my viewers 20% off their Enneagram and personality tests. If you want to learn more about what makes up the recipe of you, click the link in the description below. Now let's take a look at how Enneagram Type 1s accomplish goals.
Ah! What's wrong? I only lost 1.2 pounds this week. I was supposed to lose 1.5. That's still really awesome. Good job.
No, not good job. Terrible job. If I don't stick rigidly to this goal, I'm never gonna accomplish anything in my life ever again.
Give yourself some grace. You're making progress.
Progress is not results. I'm either doing it correctly or I'm failing. It's helpful to look at your relationship to goal setting through the lens of the social styles triad. This concept originated from German psychoanalyst Karen Horney, who theorized that there are 3 different ways that people meet their needs. Enneagram Type 1s are part of the compliant social style, and they go after their goals dutifully. Type 1s are bogged down by what they should be doing. If their goals conflict with the needs and expectations of other people, they're going to defer to others. Now, don't get me wrong, Type 1s are gonna be resentful about this. It sucks to feel like you have to bend to the will of others instead of going after what you want. On top of that, 1s are ruled by a strict personal code of conduct, and that can be challenging when that conflicts with your desire to do everything perfectly. My advice for all the reformers who struggle with accomplishing your goals is twofold, and yes, I am using the word twofold. I know, it is fancy. Number 1, done is better than perfect. Perfection is subjective, it's anxiety-ridden, and it's a cruel master. Number 2, if setting aside your goals for other people's needs is gonna make you feel resentful, examine that. Is there a way you can voice your needs to others so that you can take care of yourself? Are there things you can delegate? Can you communicate with the people in your life instead of suffering in silence? Now let's take a look at Enneagram Type 2. They are also in the compliant social style, which means it can be really hard for them to prioritize their own desires. I'm off for a hike. My goal this year is to do 1 hike every week. I was hoping you could come with me to the rock climbing gym. My goal this year is to hook up with Brian, the hot rock climbing instructor.
Of course I can go with you. That's a cause I can get behind. Let me just go take off my hiking boots. They took a while to put on. So.
Are those new?
Yeah, they're from North Face. Aren't they cool? I got them for Christmas. I've always wanted to go hiking in North Face hiking boots. So I'll get to do that next week when I go hiking.
Ready to go?
Yep, let's do it.
Type 2s are motivated by the desire to be wanted and appreciated. When someone needs help, they will drop everything and prioritize that person. This makes it really easy for 2s to get sidetracked from their goals because their goals never feel as important as the needs of their roommate, their partner, their friend. And 2s, you might not even feel the same satisfaction when you accomplish one of your own goals than when you help someone with their goals and they say, "Thank you so much. I couldn't have done this without your help." Like, that might fill your cup way more than it fills up when you fill up your own cup. Over time, however, this approach to goals is going to take a toll on you. 2s will burn out and they're gonna feel underlying frustration but not know why. So I encourage you to think that when you take good care of yourself, you're better equipped to take care of the people around you. When you're angry and frustrated and overwhelmed, that's not helping anybody. When you're making goals for yourself, go deeper than just, "I want to go for a walk every day." Instead, make it, I want to go for an hour walk every day because when I move my body and I'm exploring my city, I feel a vast amount of improvement in my mental health. And what does that improved mental health do for you? Well, it helps you in the other 23 hours of your day. You can love yourself and others way better when you take that time out of your day to take care of what you need. So I just encourage you to look at your goals in a deeper way. Have the why, a real deep why underneath that. The last in the compliant social style is Enneagram Type 6.
What you doing?
I'm making bullet journal spreads for tracking my finances. My goal is to save more money and not spend so much on frivolous things.
Sweet. You hungry?
Oh my God, do you want to go to all-you-can-eat sushi? My treat!
Unlimited sushi!
Type 6s are driven by the need to feel stable and supported. They're in the compliant social style because they seek to balance their needs with the needs of other people. 6s are really good at making a plan, writing a list, and having clear goals. But in terms of actually doing the thing, well, that's another story. I went ahead and asked on my Instagram what Type 6's biggest challenges for goals were, and the answers looked like this: self-doubt, procrastination when feeling overwhelmed, and taking myself out of it because of fear of failure or lack of support. The best tool for 6s to conquer these challenges is to break your goal into small, actionable steps. And it would simply not be a goals video without bringing up SMART goals. I will link some videos in the description that go in depth about the SMART goals system, but it's basically a really great system to make like time-bound, reasonable goals that you can go after. It's a great system, highly recommend. I'll link those videos down below. Let's move on to the social style of Enneagram Type 3. What do you think it is? Before the video continues, leave a little guess in the comments. How do you think 3s go after their goals? Let's see right now.
My goal is to work out 7 days a week, no breaks, no excuses.
Wow, that's a lot.
Monday, I'm doing hot yoga in 103-degree heat. Tuesday, Soul Cycle. Wednesday, Barry's Boot Camp. Thursday, a 2-hour hike. And Friday is half marathon training.
That's a lot. You should factor in some rest days.
Oh, I have rest days. On the weekends, I'm taking it easy with a quick 50-meter swim at the community pool.
Yep. Enneagram 3s are the assertive style. Type 3s move against people to get what they want. And while that may sound like they are steamrollers who always accomplish their goals, it's a little more nuanced than that. A 3's core desire is to be admired and valuable. They want people to look at them and go, wow, she's so successful. She's so worthy of being a wife, a partner, a friend, an employee, etc. With this as an intrinsic soul desire, you can imagine how important goals are to Type 3s. Where goal achieving can be challenging for Type 3s is when they ignore their mental health and their relationships in service to their ambition. Over time, this will lead to burnout. To mitigate this reaction, I encourage you to approach your goals with ease. This is actually my word for 2022. I am a 3, in case you didn't know. It basically means to move carefully and slowly, to make things less serious, to go after things with ease. And huge shout out to Christina S. Wilcox on Instagram. She's an amazing creator and she made these words for 2022 for each Enneagram type. And I saw the 3's word and it was ease. And I was like, yes, Type 3s, we need this, we must adopt. For me, this means approaching tasks one at a time in a calm, methodic manner. I even have a post-it on my computer that says one task at a time. If there's an issue with a client, handle it with ease. If you're someone who is constantly putting out fires all day long, take a look at your workflow and see if there's a way that you can incorporate ease into your day. Now let's talk about another member of the assertive style, Enneagram Type 7.
You good?
Oh, totally. I just have a lot to do today and this plan is dying, so.
Like what?
Well, I have a goal of uploading 1 YouTube video per week, but I have to finish filming it and then I have to upload it. And then I also have a goal of deep cleaning my closet and that is a hot mess, so I need to get over there and do that. And plus I've been trying to drink more water, which means I've been peeing every 10 minutes and I still have 35 letters to write to the elderly people because I promised myself I would give back to the community.
Wow.
Type 7s are motivated by the desire for freedom and satisfaction in life. 7s are often portrayed as flighty, and I fully admit that there are videos on this channel where I have leaned into that stereotype for the sake of laughs. But in reality, type 7s are goal-oriented people who enthusiastically go after what they want. What looks like flightiness is actually overcommitment. Sometimes the world being an oyster can be a little too inviting. There's just like so much to do and so much to learn. What seems like it could be fun actually just becomes another thing on your to-do list that bogs you down and kind of steals your joy. For type 7s, I recommend making a list of the most important things that you want to do. Find your top priority and commit to that and only that. Frame it not as a deprivation of those other goals, but as a shift in focus. You can always recommit to those other goals after you've achieved your top priority goal. It doesn't mean that the other ones are going away. Time for the last number in the assertive style triad. Do I even need to say it? You guys know what it is. It's Enneagram. Yeah, it's Enneagram type 8.
Where were you? I waited like 20 minutes before I decided just to go on a run by myself.
I was running late, and I knew if I got there 5 minutes behind, I wouldn't be able to run for the full hour.
So you just didn't come?
I'm not gonna run for only 55 minutes. That's a total waste of time.
Okay. Are you coming tomorrow?
Are you kidding? I messed up my running streak, so I'm not doing it anymore.
What?
I will never run again. 8s have goal in their middle name. If they want to do something, they frickin' do it. Because 8s are motivated by independence and power, assertively going after their goals is a natural path for them. The struggle for 8s is when they approach goals with an all or nothing mindset. For example, if a type 8 had a goal of working out for an hour every day, but one day they only have time for a 25-minute workout, they might skip the workout entirely because they can't do it to the full capacity that they want to. But really, working out for any amount of time is a great benefit for your mental and physical health. A remedy for this? Switch your goals from results focused to process focused. Instead of saying, I will work out for an hour every day, say, I will move my body in a way that makes sense for my day because movement increases my happiness. Now it's time for the last social styles triad, the withdrawn style. Let's zoom in on how type 4s approach goal setting.
I'm excited to be working on my album. I have so many ideas.
Nice.
Did you spend time writing lyrics this morning? I heard you up early.
No, I was playing video games.
That's okay. Did you get your guitars out of storage yet?
No, I haven't had time.
Well, guess what? There's this like singer-songwriter thing. It's an open mic night. You can go try out new material. It's a super cool environment. It's tonight. Do you want to go with me?
I just don't really have anything that I'm proud to share yet. 4s long to be authentic and creatively vibrant. They're usually brimming with personal resolutions and goals to bring more possibility into their lives. Where type 4s struggle is follow through. They set a goal and they feel super fired up about it. They're so inspired. They're so motivated. They go after it for a couple of days. And then the humdrum reality of doing something every day and working towards something kind of sets in, and it gets less exciting. Your goal goes from top of mind to a sentence in a forgotten journal entry. So 4s, I challenge you to think of your goals as a habit rather than a passionate spree. If you set a time to work towards your goal every day and you stick to it, that dedication and that habit is going to override the days when you feel like blah. Time to talk about goals and Enneagram type 5s.
How's dating going?
Great. I revamped my Hinge profile 5 times and I think it finally reflects what I bring to the table.
Good for you. Tell me about one of your dates.
I haven't actually gone on any dates, but I have done extensive research about the best spots to date in the city. I also have a spreadsheet of the best conversation topics for dates, and I have so many outfits picked out for like whatever occasion. Name an occasion, I've got it. Like first coffee date, got it. Fancy dinner, got it. Cocktails, got it. Meeting the friends, got it. I even have a meeting the parents dress.
That's all great, but maybe it's time to graduate to actually going on a date? Just a thought.
Type 5s long to be competent and capable. When things get tough, they withdraw from people and try to get their goals met indirectly. Sometimes their need to be prepared can make this a little too indirect. 5s spend all their time preparing for a goal, but don't actually do the goal. Spending time alone figuring things out is a lot less scary than going out into the world where people can drain your resources and you have no control over it. My advice for 5s accomplishing goals is to get accountability. If your goal is to meet the love of your life, and so you've decided you're gonna go on 2 dates a month to go after this goal, have a friend who's in a kind of a similar dating position, or maybe a married friend who's dated a lot and you have a monthly coffee meetup with them where you sit down and talk about your dates and you get accountability. Compare notes, get encouragement. Make sure your goal isn't happening in a vacuum. Community can make goals a lot less daunting, and that's a beautiful thing. And last but never least, let's talk Enneagram Type 9s.
So that's my New Year's resolution. What's yours?
I don't do resolutions.
Oh, one of those resolution skeptics, are ya?
I just think if you have a goal, you don't need an arbitrary date to start.
I totally get it. Oh, well, what's one thing you're excited about this year? I want to read 50 books. You read like 100 books a year. You know what they say, better safe than sorry.
As the peacemaker, 9s want to be in harmony with the world. If going outside your comfort zone is going to disrupt your inner and outer peace, you probably aren't even going to consider it. If you're constantly stuffing desires down because you're scared of disrupting the equilibrium, you're never going to feel like your presence, your voice, your desires, who you are is important. So I encourage 9s to figure out what you're passionate about. How can you make actionable steps to prioritize that in your daily life? For Type 9s, I highly recommend getting someone in the assertive style to be your accountability partner. So get a 3, get an 8, get a 7, a friend who you love and trust to be your accountability partner for going after your goals. Because your goals are just as important as Rachel's goals or Joey's goals or Chandler's goals, or someone else in the Friends cast, I don't know. Your goals are important. To watch Enneagram types feel burnout, click here. To watch what YouTube thinks you'll like, click here. Thanks to these patrons for giving love to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.